Have you ever woken up and felt that familiar tingling in your hands or a strange weakness in your legs, as if your body were trying to tell you something? Many people think it's just age catching up with them, but it's not. It's your body's quiet cry for help, a sign that your collagen, that natural biological glue, is slowly running low. I've spent more than 3 decades working with people just like you, people who still want to live well, move freely, and enjoy each day with genuine vitality. Today, I want to share with you 10 simple, natural snacks that can help reawaken your body's collagen, so your hands feel steadier, your knees move easier, and your spirit feels just a little younger again. Number 1. Guava Yogurt Bowl, Greek yogurt with fresh guava. Have you ever woken up in the morning and felt your legs a little weaker than they used to be? Or maybe you've noticed that just holding something light can make your hands tingle. I know that feeling all too well, not only because so many of my patients have experienced it, but because I too, at 60, have felt my body slowing down. But here's the beautiful truth. Our bodies are incredible at healing themselves, if we give them the right kind of nourishment. One of the simplest secrets I often share with my patients is a bowl of guava yogurt, Greek yogurt mixed with slices of ripe, juicy guava. It sounds ordinary, but guava is actually a vitamin C powerhouse, 3 times more than oranges. And vitamin C is the key that helps your body produce collagen, that natural glue that keeps your joints, ligaments, and skin strong and flexible. Greek yogurt, on the other hand, provides pure protein, the building material your body needs to repair muscles and joints every single day. I remember one of my patients, Linda, 68 years old. She came to me complaining about stiff knees and tingling hands every morning. I suggested she start her day with a bowl of Greek yogurt and guava, drizzled with a little honey and sprinkled with almonds. 3 weeks later, she returned with a bright smile and said, "Doctor, I can climb stairs again. No pain this time." That moment reminded me of something I've always believed. Sometimes healing doesn't come from a pill. It comes from the small choices we make at the table. So tomorrow morning, give your body a chance to heal. Start with a bowl of yogurt and a few slices of guava. Number 2. Chicken bone broth, the healing soup. Do you remember the smell of simmering broth filling the kitchen back in the old days? That gentle, warm aroma that drifted through the house, carrying with it a kind of peace that's hard to find in today's fast-paced world. To me, a bowl of chicken bone broth isn't just food, it's a kind of medicine, simple, honest, and wise in the way only nature can be. I still remember one of my patients, Margaret, 74 years old. She came to me with stiff knees and trembling hands that could barely hold a cup of tea. I didn't give her strong medication. Instead, I told her to go home and make chicken bone broth every day, with a few slices of carrot, some onion, and a splash of apple cider vinegar. She laughed, thinking I was joking, but 3 weeks later, she came back with a spark in her eyes. "Doctor, I can stand up without pushing on my knees now." That wasn't a miracle. It was science and patience. When you simmer bones long enough, the collagen inside breaks down into a form your body can easily absorb, helping lubricate joints, repair cartilage, and support nerves. Every spoonful is full of glycine and proline, 2 amino acids that act like tiny repairmen, rebuilding the worn-out collagen fibers that time has thinned. To me, this is the tonic of aging, a kind of medicine you won't find in a pharmacy, only in the warmth of your own kitchen. Try a small bowl of bone broth before bed tonight. Feel how your body relaxes, comforted, nourished, cared for from the inside out. Number 3. Kiwi Crunch Snack. Have you ever woken up and felt a strange tingling in your hands, or noticed your legs feel weaker than usual? Many people shrug it off as just getting older, but in truth, it's your body whispering to you. A quiet reminder that your blood flow, nerves, and collagen need a little more care. I once had a patient named Robert, 66 years old. He loved gardening, but lately, after just a few minutes of trimming flowers, his fingers would go numb. Instead of prescribing medication, I suggested he make a small change in his diet, starting with something simple: kiwi and walnuts. It may sound like an ordinary snack, but it's a surprisingly powerful combination. Kiwi is loaded with natural vitamin C, which helps your body produce and restore collagen, that vital glue that keeps joints flexible and blood vessels healthy. Walnuts, on the other hand, act like a natural lubricant for your nervous system. They're rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which help reduce inflammation, improve circulation, and support heart health. Robert told me that after just a month of having a few slices of fresh kiwi with toasted walnuts each morning, the tingling in his hands faded and he was sleeping better than before. I like to call this snack a small habit with big impact, because sometimes better health doesn't come from drastic changes, it comes from simple acts repeated every day. So tomorrow morning, before you reach for your coffee, try a kiwi and a handful of walnuts. You might just feel your body wake up, lighter, steadier, and more alive than you've felt in years. Number 4. Dark chocolate clusters. Have you ever felt a little guilty after eating a piece of chocolate? Many people think of chocolate as nothing more than a sugary indulgence, something that adds inches to the waistline. But the truth is, if you choose the right kind, chocolate can be a sweet medicine for aging gracefully. Picture this. It's a quiet afternoon. You're sitting in your favorite armchair, savoring a square of dark chocolate, at least 80% cacao, paired with a few crunchy almonds and a touch of dried goji berries. The gentle bitterness melts on your tongue, mingling with sweetness and warmth. In that simple moment, you're not just enjoying a treat, you're healing your body. Dark chocolate is rich in flavonols, powerful antioxidants that protect your collagen cells from damage, reduce inflammation, and improve circulation. The almonds and goji berries add vitamin C, amino acids, and healthy fats, everything your body needs to rebuild cartilage, skin, and joints. I like to call this chata, chocolate therapy, a sweet remedy for both the body and the soul. One of my patients, Evelyn, 70, once told me, "Doctor, I never thought chocolate could make my knees feel better, but it really does." And I smiled because it proved something I've always believed. Healing doesn't always have to taste bitter. Sometimes it's a small piece of dark chocolate, melting softly on your tongue, quietly restoring life and warmth inside you. So don't fear sweetness as long as it comes from nature and is savored with gratitude. Number 5. Spinach and egg collagen wrap. I want you to imagine this. It's a calm morning. Sunlight filters softly through the kitchen window, the gentle aroma of eggs fills the air, and on your plate sits a spinach and egg wrap. Simple, yet full of life. At 60, I've learned that staying healthy doesn't always come from complicated meals or strict diets. Sometimes, the simplest combinations, like eggs and spinach, are nature's most thoughtful gifts to our bodies. Eggs, though humble, are a treasure chest of lysine and proline, two amino acids essential for creating collagen, the glue that keeps your joints supple and your muscles strong. Spinach, rich in vitamins A, C, and iron, boosts circulation, cleanses cells, and restores energy on those mornings when you feel just a little tired. I remember a patient, James, 72, who once told me, "Doctor, I've lost interest in breakfast." I smiled and shared this recipe with him: gently scrambled eggs, fresh spinach, wrapped in whole grain bread. A week later he came back grinning, "Now I actually look forward to waking up." As we grow older, our bodies don't just need nutrition, they need a kindness. A warm meal, a quiet moment, a mindful choice. So tomorrow morning, don't rush. Treat yourself to a gas spinach and egg wrap. A simple meal, filled with gratitude for the body that's carried you this far. Number 6. Pineapple nut bites. Have you ever noticed how sometimes just one small change in what you eat can make your whole body feel different? I once had a patient named Helen, 69 years old. She used to tell me her knees would tighten up every time she climbed the stairs, even though she no longer did any heavy work. When I asked about her diet, she admitted, "I eat healthy, doctor, but I rarely touch fresh fruit." That's when I told her about pineapple, that golden gift from nature, made especially, I believe, for aging bodies. Pineapple isn't just rich in vitamin C, it also contains an amazing enzyme called bromelain, what I like to call the anti-inflammatory warrior. It helps reduce swelling in the joints, soothes deep pain in the knees, wrists, or shoulders, the places where time often leaves its mark. When you pair pineapple with cashews or macadamia nuts, your body also gets healthy fats and magnesium, two nutrients that keep your nerves calm and your joints moving smoothly. Helen started eating a small bowl of pineapple nut bites every afternoon. Diced pineapple mixed with roasted cashews, a sprinkle of cinnamon, and a few mint leaves. A month later, she smiled and said, "Doctor, I still climb the same stairs, but my knees don't make that clicking sound anymore." Science calls it the power of enzymes and vitamins. I call it the gentle strength of nature. Proof that sometimes healing begins with something as simple as a bite of pineapple and a handful of nuts. Number 7. Gelatin fruit nibbles. I still remember the first time a patient said to me, "Doctor, I wish there were a candy that could make my joints stop hurting." I laughed and replied, "Actually there is, you just haven't made it yourself yet." That's when I introduced her to what I like to call healing gummies, gelatin fruit nibbles. They may look like a dessert, but inside that sweet, fruity flavor is a natural remedy for aching joints. Gelatin, as you may know, is simply collagen that's been hydrolyzed, meaning your body can absorb it almost instantly. It's like sending a team of tiny repair workers straight to your knees, wrists, or shoulders, the places that creak and ache when you move. I showed her how to make it. Mix pomegranate juice, rich in antioxidants, with plain gelatin, add a drizzle of honey and a few slices of almond. Just a few days later, she called, surprised, "Doctor, I can't believe a snack could make my knees feel lighter." 3 weeks later, she returned for a checkup, walking faster, standing taller, smiling brighter. Science explains it with glycine, proline, and collagen regeneration, but I like to think of it more simply as the power of self-care, the quiet belief that our bodies can heal if we give them the chance. Each little gummy is a reminder. Healing doesn't always come in a pill bottle. Sometimes it comes with a bit of patience and a touch of sweetness. Number 8. Tomato and avocado caprese. Have you ever looked down at your hands and noticed the wrinkles deepening, or felt your fingers a little stiff in the morning? That's not just age leaving its mark. It's your body's gentle way of saying, "I need a bit more care from the inside." I once had a patient named Laura, 67 years old, a woman who started every morning with a cup of coffee and nothing else. She often complained that her skin felt dry and her knees ached whenever the weather turned cold. I suggested one small change, a tomato and avocado caprese salad for breakfast. A few weeks later, she came back with a bright smile. "Doctor," she said, "I can't believe something so simple could make me feel this good." I smiled too because I knew it wasn't by chance. Tomatoes are rich in lycopene, a powerful antioxidant that helps protect collagen, keeping your skin firm, your joints flexible, and your blood vessels strong. Avocado, with its unhealthy fats and vitamin E, acts like a natural moisturizer, nourishing your skin, your joints, and your heart all at once. And when you drizzle on a little extra virgin olive oil, those nutrients are absorbed even better, feeding your body from within. I often tell my patients, sometimes caring for your health doesn't require complexity. Just a plate filled with red and green. A simple salad can be your body's quiet way of saying, "Thank you for listening." And maybe that's the real secret to staying young. Not fighting time, but treating yourself with gentleness, one meal at a time. Number 9. Cantaloupe mint bites. I want you to imagine a summer morning, soft sunlight streaming through the window, a gentle breeze, and on your table, a small bowl filled with golden cubes of cantaloupe, fresh green mint leaves, and a sprinkle of crunchy pistachios. It sounds simple, doesn't it? But to me, it's a natural remedy for aging, subtle, elegant, and far more powerful than any supplement. Cantaloupe, a fruit most of us think of as just dessert, is actually packed with vitamin C, nearly 2/3 of what your body needs each day. And vitamin C is the switch that turns on collagen production, helping your joints stay flexible, your skin smooth, and your circulation strong. Add a few fresh mint leaves, and your body seems to breathe in a wave of coolness. Mint helps reduce inflammation, soothes digestion, and calms the mind. And those tiny pistachios, they're small but mighty, full of healthy fats and magnesium that keep your nerves steady and your heartbeat strong. I remember a patient named George, 70 years old, who once told me, "I've never liked fruit much, but this one makes me feel genuinely alive." And he was right. Sometimes taking care of your health doesn't have to be serious or complicated. It can be as simple as a morning bowl of cantaloupe, cool, sweet, and refreshing, helping your body remember what vitality feels like. To me, cantaloupe mint bites are more than food. They're a gentle reminder that healing always begins with small, loving choices, if we're patient enough to care for ourselves each day. Number 10. Salmon skin crisps. I know many people throw away the skin when cooking salmon, thinking it's too fatty or not worth keeping. But if you're in your 60s or 70s and your knees have started to stiffen, or your hands feel a little numb in the mornings, that crispy piece of skin might just be the forgotten treasure your body has been asking for. You see, salmon skin is packed with the type 1 and type 3 collagen, the very kinds your bones, joints, and skin rely on to stay strong and flexible. When we're young, our bodies make collagen easily. But as the years go by, that process slows down, and that's why each step, each grip, sometimes comes with a faint creak or ache. I had a patient named Carol who absolutely refused to eat fish skin, but after I explained its benefits, she gave it a try. She crisped the salmon skin in the oven, sprinkled a little sea salt, and finished it with a squeeze of lemon. A week later, she came back smiling, "Doctor, it's delicious, and my knees don't feel as tight anymore." I smiled too, because that wasn't magic. It was nature's quiet science at work. Salmon skin isn't just tasty, it's food that revives your sudage's joints and renews your skin, helping you feel that youthful flexibility again. So next time you cook salmon, don't throw the skin away. Turn it into a small, crispy snack, something that's both delicious and quietly working to keep you moving freely and smiling confidently at every age. What I always tell my patients is this: good health doesn't come from big changes. It comes from the small habits we repeat every day. A bowl of yogurt with guava, a piece of dark chocolate, or even a cup of warm chicken broth. These don't just nourish your body, they remind you that you're still taking care of yourself. If you want to feel that flexibility again, to have steadier steps and hands that don't tingle anymore, start today. And if this video has been helpful to you, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about, because aging is something none of us can escape. But in vitality, that's something we can choose every single day.